Welcome to My Opinion here on My Opinion TV. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, click the notification bell so as soon as a video is released, you'll be one of the first to be notified. And this morning, we want to talk about a series of incidents, and you wonder Jamaica seems to be descending into a place of chaos, murder, and mayhem because over the weekend alone, I've lost count of how many persons died. Two in St. Anne, two in Olympic Gardens, two in Allman Town, three in Montego Bay, and we're hearing of about another three. So when you calculate all of that, how many lives have been lost in Jamaica? And the question is being asked, when will these gunslaying end? When will we get all these weapons off the street? When will we catch up with these criminals and put them behind bars and make Jamaica a safer place? When will Jamaica be safe again? That's a question being asked by a lot of persons. But first up, we want to talk about an incident in St. Anne, where detectives from the Ocherous Criminal Investigation Branch are investigating the circumstances surrounding the shooting death of two men by unknown assailants in Prospect, St. Anne. Dead are 29-year-old Kevin Rattigan and 57-year-old Anthony Bailey of Prosper Hall in the parish. It is reported that about 9 p.m. the men were conversing at a fence when they were pounced upon by armed men who opened gunfire, hitting them. The police was alerted, and on arrival, the men were observed with multiple gunshot wounds to their bodies. They were taken to hospital where they were pronounced dead. However, reports are coming out now that 29-year-old Kevin Rattigan was recently released from prison after doing a 4 years sentence for manslaughter after he was found guilty of killing a 16-year-old boy. It is reported in that incident that he was cleaning a gun and it went off, hitting the 16-year-old. He was on the run. He was eventually placed on police most wanted list. He was actually captured and he went to prison in 2017 and he came out. So he was one of the man killed. He's 29-year-old Kevin Rattigan. So maybe based on what you hear in this incident, maybe he's the person they really targeted. But 57-year-old Anthony Bailey was talking to Rattigan when the gunmen pounced. And you know these gunmen in Jamaica nowadays, if they come for Tom and Harry is with Tom, Harry is going to be killed also because these men don't spare nothing. They just go about and execute whatever they want to execute. But it's a sad situation. Jamaica descending into chaos, and a lot more mayhem is taking place. And we hope that the police definitely have their hands full because 2021 have started on a hot pace. A lot of persons lives been lost so far the start of 2021. But you can let me know what you think in the comment section about this one. The other situation we want to talk about is a mother and a daughter who were shot dead in Olympic Gardens yesterday morning. They have been identified as 52-year-old Elia Pasco and 32-year-old Natoya Pasco, both of Duane Road in Olympic Gardens. And the police are reporting at about 11 a.m. both women were at home when they were approached by a gunman who opened fire on them. The police were summoned and the woman taken to hospital where they were pronounced dead. The investigation is ongoing at the moment. But when you look at this situation, Jamaica, as I've said, Jamaica have descended into a place of lawlessness and chaos, destruction, and all things that is bad. Once while growing up, you would have hardly heard about women and girls' lives being taken. Now, it's no regards for nobody. They take out women at will, kids at will, elderly at will, the disabled at will, the mute at will, the blind at will. Nobody is exempted from these hoodlums who go about to set and destroy. Now, what could 52-year-old Elia Pasco and her daughter have done to these men that they could not possibly talk about? What? And sometimes also how these women are get caught into these situations is that they could also have a family member who's wanted by these men. And they said, in typical Jamaican parlance, if you can't catch Kwako, you catch him short. And clearly, sometimes these women, they haven't really done anything to these woodlums, but a family member, a close relative, might have been in some altercation with men. They can't catch the family member, so they decide to go for the relatives. Sad story, sad tale, and I think Natoya Pasco has died, leaving kids behind. Now, Downs Bay Police say they are investigating, and we hope that persons who might have seen, who might have heard, or might have known something about this incident will give the police some form of information that the police will hold the culprit very soon and he'll be brought to justice. But on another terms, most of these culprits, when the police apprehend them, they decide to put up a fight. And once they put up a fight, we know the end result 90% of the time will end in these persons being killed. But such a sad situation, and we hope um, the family of these two Pasco persons will find some form of solace and comfort in this trying and turbulent time. It is sad when a parent lose a child, but it's even worse when two family members, mother and daughter, is taken out in this manner. It seems like in Jamaica nobody is living to die of old age anymore. Your chances of surviving in Jamaica seems to be very slim based on what is going. Your chances of being killed seem to be very high based on what is going. But let me know what you think in the comment section. Another situation that we can tell you about is that two persons were killed last evening in Allman town. Persons are saying a third person was also killed, but we are yet to confirm that. And based on investigation, based on what we are hearing, is that one of the deceased is an soldier, an ex-soldier who was dismissed from the Jamaica Defense Force last year. And some persons in the community have reached out and said that it's retaliation for the killing of an elderly man, Daddy B. He was 86 years old, a shopkeeper who was killed. But other persons are saying it had nothing to do with his killing. But based on what we are here, the situation in Almond Town is tense at the moment because the ex-soldier and another man was killed, right? And all type of things is being considered because we see persons saying war just start in Almond Town, and it seems like Jamaica is a place where no, if one community gets hot, everybody else wants to get hot too. So if killing is in St. Anne, listen out for Montego Bay, listen out for St. Catherine, listen out for Clarendon, listen out for Kingston. So it's just like nobody seems, no, they're jealous of each other. Each community is very jealous of each other. And we hope the police commissioner, who I think 2020 did a very good job, will continue to press forward and we'll get to the root of these killings. And majority of these youths that are being killed are young person. It's just sad when you go on certain social media pages and you see persons just commenting everything is RIP. Young man dying leaving kids, young man dying leaving family, young man going to X place losing his life, right? It just can't. When is this going to end? It seems like Jamaica is fighting a war, and even countries that are involved in war, right? Only their crime rate is a little bit higher than Jamaica, and Jamaica has repeatedly topped the Caribbean and top other countries in terms of the amount of persons being killed per capita. Jamaica is ranked in the top 5 based on the amount of killing that has been taking place. And when will we, as law-abiding citizens, feel free to go about our business without being criminally attacked by these persons? And a lot of these persons who are in these communities, they know who is doing all of this. And if you don't speak up, it's going to come to your door very, very soon. And that there lies the problem. When it comes to your door, who will you call? Some of these persons are even criticizing the police, but at the same breath, when incidents like these take place, they are calling for the police. But Jamaica is in, especially this week, was pandemonium in Jamaica, mayhem all over in Jamaica. It seems like there was problem. But you can let me know what you think in the comment section, because as it stands now, Jamaica has descended into a place of chaos, and we hope that some normalcy will be restored, and we hope that persons in Jamaica will invest in more cameras, more CCTVs around Jamaica, so when persons do act like these, they'll be caught on camera. But let me know what you think in the comment section. And the final bit of news we want to tell you is that two men were reportedly killed in Quarry St. James yesterday. And recently, three persons were killed in Norwood. The a police curfew was set up there. Now, it seems as if they moved from Norwood to Quarry Hill in St. James. Now, two persons were killed, and we are hearing that an old woman was also shot. We can't confirm that, but we don't have the full identity of the male, but based on what we are hearing, one is called Blue and one is called Dave. And as I said, everywhere you turn now, all you can see is RIP. Young men lives being snuffed out because what? We don't even know what is these persons fighting for. What are these? What is happening? Jamaica is descending. We hear these two men were shot. Some persons say it's a place in Montego Bay called Vietnam. Now, the names of these places alone suggest violence. Just to hear the names of these places alone suggests violence. Kids are being left without their fathers. Wives are left without their husbands. Girlfriends are left without their boyfriends. All of a sudden, Jamaica is going to descend into a world that is only women exist in. Not even, I was just about to say only women exist, but the men are killing the women also. Because as you have read, and as I've said to you earlier, a mother and daughter was killed in Olympic Garden. When you look, you see persons now saying R.I.P. Dave, R.I.P. Blue, but especially in Montego Bay. Montego Bay has really descended into chaos, and something drastically has to be done to Montego Bay. Montego Bay is the police, the Minister of National Security, his constituency is in Montego Bay. And, he would be well aware of what is taking place. But something has to be done, because it seems as if it is getting uncontrollable right now, especially in Montego Bay. So they killed three persons on Friday in Montego Bay. That was even caught on camera, because you have videos going around showing the killers drinking and firing wildly as they leave the crime scene. Now, after all of that incident took place in Hollywood, Norwood, now the attention switched to Quarry in St. James. Two persons lost their lives. But I don't know what else to say. I hope that persons who might have seen this or witness it will get up and try to help the cops in put a lull to the situation, give the police information so these killers and perpetrators can be brought to book. And at the end of the day, based on what we are hearing, nobody is not really coming to give evidence against these men. So most of the time they go to court and they come away because nobody gave evidence and they are acquitted of the charges. But Another day, another weekend, tragedy all over in Jamaica. You can tell me how many persons that were killed for the entire weekend, but it is a sad story, sad tale, sad day, sad weekend for Jamaica. But let me know what you think in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, click the notification bell so as soon as a video is released, you'll be one of the first to be notified. Until next time, stay safe. Look out for the children. Look out for a loved one. Look out for a neighbor. And most of all, keep it locked on My Opinion TV.